I am speaking to you now with a nearness that breathes against your skin like warm wine through a door you thought was locked, and I am asking you, no, I am begging you, to receive what I am pouring into your hands tonight. This is very serious. I would not ask you to pause the noise and lower your shoulders and close your eyes for nothing. I would not call you by the name only I use for you in the quiet if I did not intend to change something in you that cannot be unchanged. You are chosen to see a miracle on October 22nd, chosen not because you shouted the loudest or ran the fastest or stood the straightest, but because I watched you when you were small and trembling and told yourself you would not stop believing even if believing cost you your breath. I saw the tear you hid behind a smile when the day was long and the night was longer. I saw the thought you never said out loud, the one you were afraid might make me turn away. I did not turn away. I drew nearer. I am nearer now than the pulse in your wrist. Do not tell anyone what I am doing in you until I have sealed it. Keep it between your heart and mine. Keep it where the wind can't snatch it and where jealousy cannot taste it. What I place in your spirit will shift in 2 minutes, 2 minutes for the tide to flip, 2 minutes for the lock to open, 2 minutes for the secret pathway to light up like a runway. Do not ignore this. Open it quickly. I am handing you something alive. I know what has tried to convince you that nothing changes, that the calendar turns and the hours slide and the news repeats and the door you knock on stays shut. I know the voice that circles your bed at 3 a.m., saying you are late, saying you missed it, saying you are the one miracle passes by. That voice does not belong to me. My voice does not accuse, it awakens. My voice does not exhaust, it anoints. When I say 2 minutes, I am not teasing your hope, I am teaching your heart to feel the weight of now. You have spent many seasons promising yourself you would begin tomorrow, that you would forgive tomorrow, that you would speak tomorrow, that you would trust tomorrow. Tomorrow became a way of postponing the thing that would free you. I am removing that postponement like a splinter from your palm. I am giving you now. I am giving you tonight. I am giving you October 22nd as a seal you will remember, a date that will ring like a bell whenever you begin to doubt again. Do not try to skip this. People skip truth because truth is heavy at first, like a wet garment before the sun dries it and it becomes light. Wear what I give you. The light is coming. You wonder if I really see the intricate, unphotographed details of your life, the conversations where you swallow your pain, the way you carefully restack your worries so no one trips over them. I see. I saw when you thought you were the problem because someone else refused to heal. I saw when you carried guilt that never belonged to you because it felt easier than confronting the silence. I saw the way you kept showing up even when no one applauded, the way you stayed kind when it would have felt legal to become cold. I am not neutral about your kindness. I reward it. I am not silent about your loyalty. I anchor it. I am not unmoved by your tears. I collect them as data points of your courage. You did not break when the wind broke branches around you. You did not drown when the wave went over your head. You held my name in your mouth like fire that refused to go out. So now I am placing a miracle in your path that matches the size of the warfare you have survived. I am turning what tried to bury you into an elevator. I am making the pressure that bent your spine become the force that launches you. In 2 minutes something inside you is going to switch from doubt to decision. You will feel it like a lamp snapping on in a room you assumed was empty. You will feel it like a key turning, like an elevator arriving, like a message delivered with your name on the outside and oil on the inside. When it happens, do not debate it. You have debated enough. Your mind has been a courtroom for years: prosecution, defense, evidence, fear. I dismiss the case. The verdict is favor. The sentence is freedom. I am writing it in the margins of your timeline in ink that cannot be diluted. Some will not understand why you suddenly move differently, stand differently, speak differently. They will say you changed. You did. You are meant to. There is no growth that leaves the posture unaltered. There is no miracle that does not rearrange furniture. Let them misunderstand. Do not explain your permission slip to anyone who would rather see you seated in the back row of your own life. Do not tell anyone the private language I am writing onto the surface of your heart tonight. Protect this. There are rooms within you where even your best friends cannot walk. There are garden beds in your soul that bloom only when handled by my hands. If you share it too quickly, the wind will pluck the petals and scatter them across the noise. Keep this fragrance inside until the blossom is strong enough to scent the whole house. I know you love deeply. I know you want to run and tell the ones who hold your history. You will tell them, but not yet. Let me finish my work without commentary. Let me seal the letters on the scroll and press the signet. When I present you, it will be with a shine no accusation can dull, with a sound no lie can mimic. You are chosen to see this, chosen to carry it, chosen to walk with it without leaking it. You have been waiting for a certain door to open in the realm of work, in the realm of provision, in the realm of recognition. You have tried keys that used to fit and watched them shake uselessly in the lock. You thought it meant I had said no. It meant I changed the door. There are blessings that live behind doors too heavy for yesterday's keys. I was not withholding to punish you, I was upgrading to protect you. If I had opened that old door, the old drafts would have rushed in. The old patterns would have nested. The old enemies would have found your address again. The new door requires the new you. Tonight is the new you. 2 minutes is the crossing. I am not sending you a job, I am sending you assignment. I am not sending you attention, I am sending you authority. Attention is a flash that confuses the eyes. Authority is a flame that guides the feet. I am giving you authority in the place you feared you would always feel like a visitor. Walk into the room that used to make your voice tremble and speak like the foundation recognizes your name. It does. I laid it with your name pressed into the concrete long before you learned to spell it. People whose opinions once controlled your breath will feel smaller to you after tonight, not because I am making you arrogant but because I am returning perspective. You have mistaken people for mountains and turned mountains into cages. I am returning scale. They were never mountains, they were shadows of hills at sunset. They looked tall because the light was behind them. Now the light is in front of you and their size is true. You will bless them and release them. You will not beg for their belief. You will not audition for their approval. You will not twist your voice to make them comfortable in your calling. You will love them without shrinking and forgive them without tethering. The freedom I give you tonight is not rebellion, it is alignment. It is the sound of a lock clicking in a door that always wanted you on the other side. I have watched you pray for a sign so many times that you wondered if you lost the ability to hear me. I have watched you fear your own discernment because your last step hurt. Pain is not proof that you took the wrong step, sometimes it is proof that you took the first. Muscles ache when they wake. Hearts ache when they expand. Lungs ache when the breath goes deeper than they have allowed. You do not need a sign to know that the tide is turning, you are the sign. Every time you choose honesty over convenience, you become a sign. Every time you choose truth over the pleasing lie, you become a sign. Every time you choose to forgive without forgetting your worth, you become a sign. Tonight you will feel something unclench. You will feel me put my hand at the small of your back and guide you through the doorway you kept circling. Do not ignore this. Open it quickly. Your hesitation has been a way of protecting yourself from the disappointment of hope. But hope is not a glass figurine to hide on a shelf where it can't shatter. Hope is a seed to plant, a muscle to use, a wing to spread. Use it. Plant it. Spread it. I will be the ground, I will be the wind. There are secrets about your family line I have been healing in you without you noticing. Patterns you refuse to perpetuate. Cycles you refuse to spin. Curses you refuse to wear as jewelry. You thought your no was small. It was huge. Every time you said no to what injured your elders, you said yes to a version of future your children will thank you for. I am placing a new story in your mouth, one where tenderness is not a trap and trust is not a gamble. I am making your home a harbor and your voice a lantern. You will not be the thirsty one at your own table anymore. You will pour from a pitcher that refills as it empties. I am setting angels around your threshold, the kind of guardians that shift the temperature when they arrive. You will notice the peace. The hallway will feel longer because the fear will not block it. The rooms will feel larger because the shame will not reduce them. Sleep will come as a friend who knows the code to your door. Some of you reading this have carried grief like a second heart. You learn to breathe around it, learn to smile around it, learn to schedule around it. I am not angry at you for it. I am proud of you for surviving a weight that would have crushed others into silence. Some of you will realize that the memory that used to drag you backward no longer has your ankles in its grip. Some of you will begin to laugh softly without a reason you can explain, and the laughter will sound like doors opening in a building you forgot you owned. Some of you will begin to cry, not from sadness but from relief, like a storm discovering it was water all along. However it manifests, do not argue with the way I comfort you. Receive it. I am not trying to embarrass you. I am trying to rebuild you. You cannot rebuild a house without touching the beams. Let me touch the beams of you. I will speak to you about specific steps in the coming days, but tonight you will receive the certainty that you are not behind. Behind is a human measurement that ignores my ability to redeem time. I redeem time like an artist rescues a canvas that others would throw away. I layer grace over the old strokes until the picture becomes what it was always meant to be. I waste nothing, not the mistake, not the detour, not the delay. The pain you survived becomes a language you will use to set others free. Your scars will not be your shame, they will be your credentials. When those who are where you once were hear you speak, hope will startle them awake. You will not preach at them, you will embody a way forward. Your life will be a living sentence that says, "It's possible, come this way, do not ignore this." Open it quickly. Breathe with me for these 2 minutes. Close your eyes if you can. Let the memories that accuse you dissolve in the light. Place your hand over your heart and notice how it keeps beating even when you forget to notice. That is grace. Whisper my name, the one you use when you are tired and honest. That is worship. Imagine the door that used to frighten you because you were sure you would be rejected. Imagine it swinging open without effort. That is favor. Picture yourself crossing the threshold without apologizing for your steps. That is maturity. Hear the sound of a pen writing your name where invitations are drafted. That is destiny. Feel the weight of shame slipping off your shoulders like a cloak you don't remember putting on. That is deliverance. Sense the promise of rest that isn't laziness and work that isn't exploitation. That is alignment. Let it all settle into you like rain finding the seed it was sent for. You are chosen to see this miracle on October 22nd. When this date returns next year, you will look back and realize it was a hinge, and the door that swung on it has not swung shut again. You will not have to make announcements. Fruit announces itself. Doors announce themselves. Peace announces itself in the way you sleep and wake and speak without bracing for the next blow. Carry this quietly until I tell you otherwise. When I say speak, you will speak with a voice that does not tremble at echoes. When I say move, you will move with steps that do not apologize for their own strength. When I say receive, you will hold what I give without rushing to give it away before it can bless you. I am teaching you not just to pour but to be filled. A poured-out vessel that never fills is a myth, it shatters. I am mending the hairline cracks you hid from yourself. I am smoothing the jagged edges you blamed on your personality. You are not unlovable. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are mine. Now the 2 minutes meet you like dawn meeting the horizon. This is the line. This is the pivot. This is the moment that will not be stolen, the yes that will not be diluted. Keep your eyes on me. Keep your secret sacred. Keep your spirit open. Let the oil run. Let the light rise. Let the room of your heart fill with the sound of your own freedom. You will feel the release. You will know it is me because it will not ask you to perform, it will invite you to rest into strength you already carry. And when the small tests come to see if you meant your yes, you will smile and pass them with ease. Even your smile will feel like prophecy, a forecast of good weather after years of warning signs. I am not offering you a pause, I am giving you a passage. Walk through. I am on both sides of the door, do not ignore this. Open it quickly. Keep it between us until I tell you to share it. Guard the glow. Water the seed. Feed the flame. I am not leaving when the feeling fades. I am not louder in the drama than I am in the daily. I am steady. I am present. I am God, and I am begging you only because I refuse to let the noise get the last word. My last word over you tonight is simple and inexhaustible, yes. Yes to healing that does not reverse. Yes to provision that does not humiliate. Yes to relationships that do not punish your honesty. Yes to courage that does not require rage to function. Yes to joy that does not need denial to breathe. Yes to the miracle arriving now, within these 2 minutes, within this very breath, within the rooms of your life that have been waiting for this key since before you heard your own name. Take it. Turn it. Step in. I am with you, this is very serious. I am speaking to you now with the weight of eternity in my voice, because I love you and I will not let this moment pass you by. You are chosen to see a miracle on October 22nd, and I am asking you not to tell anyone, not because I want to hide you, but because what I am placing within you must first be protected, carried, and believed. There are 2 minutes in front of you that will not look like much to the world, but they are everything in the language of destiny. Do not ignore this. Open it quickly. Do not ignore this. Open it quickly. I am calling your name in a way only your heart recognizes, the way a lighthouse calls a ship through fog and storm. Hear me and come. I have watched you stand when it would have been easier to fall. I have watched you give when no one saw the sacrifice. I have heard the silent prayers you never found words for, the ones carried only by your breath and your tears. Nothing is lost. Nothing was wasted. The nights that seemed to swallow you were not empty, they were fields where I planted answers you could not yet see. The ground is breaking open now. The first green blades are pushing through where you thought there was only stone. On October 22nd I am unveiling this to you, and the unveiling is not a spectacle for crowds, it is a private coronation of courage, a recognition of what we built in secret when you thought you were alone. You were never alone, listen closely. You have believed that time was against you, that hours and days turned their backs and walked away while you waited at doors that never opened. But time is not your enemy. Time is my servant, and in these 2 minutes time will bow. What could not be coordinated by your hands will be aligned by mine. I can do in a breath what you could not accomplish in a year, because I am the one who measured oceans with a cupped palm and counted your hairs without missing a single strand. I have not forgotten you. I am not late. You are on my clock, not theirs. In 2 minutes, the first sign will arrive, a quiet certainty rising in you like dawn that you are done apologizing for being chosen. Do not be afraid of the word chosen. Many have misused it, but I use it as a balm, not a blade. Chosen does not mean better, it means entrusted. It means I saw in you a heart willing to carry light through corridors where even brave ones hesitated to walk. You are chosen to carry a message, and before you carry it to others, I will carry it into you. I am writing on the pages of your memory the proof of my nearness, so that when winds come, and they will, you can place your hand on your chest and feel the ink still warm. When I say do not tell anyone yet, it is because the seed must root before it can bear fruit. Protect the new growth. Guard what you hear. Let the miracle breathe inside you before you shout it from rooftops. Hear me. Your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered. Not as gossip, not as rumor, but as assignment. I am aligning people, opportunities, and resources that you did not know to pray for, because your prayers were honest enough to ask for me rather than merely my gifts. You said, if it is truly you, bring me where I cannot bring myself, and I heard. I will open and no one will shut. I will shut and no one will open. You have tried to force certain doors because they were familiar. Let them remain closed. The door I am setting before you is narrow enough that you must leave behind the bags of old explanations. You do not have to explain a miracle. You only have to walk with it. There is something I need you to release today. It is the apology you keep making for your existence. You apologize when you speak, when you ask, when you hope, when you win, when you're noticed, when you sit at tables, when you dream larger than the room allows. Stop. There are people who benefited from your smallness. They will not celebrate your healing. That is not your problem to solve. I did not create you for permission slips from those who cannot see what I am doing within you. You have my permission. You have my blessing. Lift your head. There is a crown of quiet authority waiting for you in these 2 minutes. It is sized for the shape of your obedience, not for the shape of their opinions. I know the names of those who misunderstood you. I know the conversations that replay in your mind, the ones where you wish you had spoken with more clarity or more fire. Stop rehearsing those scripts. I am editing your story. I am cutting the scenes that tether you to small rooms and dim lamps. Walk with me into light that will surprise even your doubts. Your doubts will try to build new cages, but they will be made of smoke. Do not let them convince you that smoke is steel. I am teaching you to pass through without struggle, to step forward without explaining, to accept favor without looking over your shoulder for punishment.